Go for it.
Today we are going to answer the questions that we were asked about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
We attempted to film this video last week, but it was about 30 degrees, and with the lights on us, it was too hot, so we gave up.
Yep.
So we're attempting it again. So yeah, here we are. So let's get into it. Thank you to everyone who's asked this question, by the way. We really appreciated it.
We literally thought we were going to get about 4.
Yep. I'm thinking I'm going to have to make some up. But okay, so let's get straight into it. The first questions are from Instagram. By the way, if you're not following us on Instagram, our links are here. Put it on the screen. Ding. So the first question is from Michelle, and it is, can I have your Mine t-shirt, Sean?
Yes, you can. It may smell, but you can have it.
Okay.
That was from Uniqlo.
It's from Uniqlo, yes. The next question is from Danielle Dalmatian, and it's, how did you guys meet and how long have you been together for?
Well, what a story that is.
Well, we met at university. We both went to the same university.
Yeah.
And then how long have we been together for?
7 years. However, you're going to say it's 8 years.
It's 8 years in November.
Oops. Awkward. 8 years, and we met at uni.
Yes.
Love at first sight.
No, it wasn't. Okay, so there's a couple of questions here from JB655, and it's, what made you choose the Contemporary for your stay on your first Walt Disney World trip? Would you stay there again, and where would you like to stay for your next trip? Okay, so what made us stay at the Contemporary for our first time?
It was you who picked it originally, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I used to work in a school. I could only take holidays during the school holidays, so we went in August, which is obviously one of the busiest times of the year, considering there's all the children are there.
Yeah.
And so we chose the Contemporary firstly because of its location to the Magic Kingdom, because we thought if there's going to be billions of people there, then it's best to be close to the parks, or one of the parks. So that's why we chose that. And obviously it's got the monorail running through it, which wasn't that great, so I must say, not very reliable.
No.
So we chose the Contemporary mainly for the location, and then as we looked further into it, we saw obviously you had the view over the Magic Kingdom, which you had to pay more for, annoyingly.
Yeah.
But then it just sort of became a trip of a lifetime, which is no longer going to be because we need to go back.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the idea is that we'd never been, so we wanted to be somewhere where it was quite close.
Would we stay there again, and where would you like to stay for your next trip? Will we stay there again?
I don't think we would.
2 reasons. The first one being because there are so many other Disney resorts we want to stay in instead, just as you want to get a feel for all of them, and so we'd obviously want to just experience other hotels. The second reason is because the Contemporary Hotel's great, but out of 10 I would give it about 7, 8.
Yeah.
It's not fantastic, and for what you pay for it, it's not really worth the money, which is a shame.
I think it needs to be a bit updated.
Yeah.
Like, all the interior is still what I can assume what it originally was.
Probably. I don't know how new the hotel is, but...
Not sure.
Yeah, it is just, I mean, what I've always said, whenever anyone asks this question, it sounds like I'm being a snob, but I'm not, I promise. Obviously, if you were to fly first class on a flight, you would get given, a lot more than you would get given if you fly economy, because you're paying more for the service and the experience. And so with the Contemporary, I wasn't expecting, to have a red carpet laid out for me and have Minnie and Mickey in the room waiting. But
I was.
But I just feel like if you're paying a lot more money, I would expect to get better service, if that if that makes sense.
So where would you want to stay next?
And that was a very long-winded answer. I
that was.
Well, for me, I would like to stay at the Polynesian, because when we went around it was amazing.
Is that the one with Lilo and Stitch themed?
Yes.
Man. And I've seen videos of the Grand Floridian.
Of course, we want to stay in the Grand Floridian. Who doesn't? And then, if you want to go, I would like to stay at the Art of Animation as well.
Yeah. I mean, the really intensely themed Disney ones are amazing.
I like the idea of staying in like a Little Mermaid themed room and things like that. Any of the hotels I would like to stay in. Okay, and then we have a couple of questions from Dee's Disney Designs, which says, hi guys, have you got any plans to return to Disney next year? Would you consider doing a moderate hotel, and how did you book your Disney holidays? Do you do it directly through Disney or separately? So, Sean, have we got any plans to return to Disney next year?
Maybe.
Yes, we do have plans to go back to Disney next year. Would we consider doing a moderate hotel? Yes, we're happy to do any Disney hotel. We want to experience as many as we can. And how do we book our holiday, Sean?
Caroline booked our holiday.
The entire thing.
The entire thing, and it was through Disney directly.
Yeah, so I booked it through Disney directly. I had to do the flights separately though, because you can only book flights up. It has to be less than a year in advance or something like that.
Yeah.
We booked the holiday in July, and we flew the next August, and then we booked the flights as soon as they were available through Virgin, which we didn't have to do, but I just got panicked and wanted to do it ASAP. Maylie Mouse, who decided on vlogging first, and was it hard to convince the other? What kind of jobs do you have, and favourite Disney movie and character? Thanks for your question, Maylie.
That's a good sum of questions.
So who decided to vlog first? That'll be me.
However, because I have longer arms,
Yeah.
I actually had to do the vlogging.
Yeah, Sean did most of the holding the camera.
Yes, I mean, it was a little bit daunting to begin with, holding out and going, I'm talking to a camera and there are people walking past me, looking at me. But then, once you get to Disney, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
No one cares in Disney. People just get on with it. They've got their own things to worry about.
I think we found it more daunting coming back and vlogging in London.
Yeah, vlogging in London is hard because people are just looking at you the whole time.
Yeah.
What are they doing? It's just not as normal, should we say. And in Disney, people are doing it everywhere in Disney, and because everyone's got a camera, either they're filming themselves or filming what's in front of them, no one is paying any attention to what you're doing. So
no, but I enjoyed it, and looking back,
I didn't have to convince him.
No, looking back, I'm glad we did it.
Yeah,
we've got some great memories.
Yes, and favourite Disney movie and character. Oh, my favourite Disney movie is Little Mermaid, and obviously Ariel would be my favourite character from that film. Probably in general, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really like Beauty and the Beast, and have always liked Beauty and the Beast.
Who's your favourite character?
My favourite character is like the genie.
Yeah,
just because I love him. I love Robin Williams.
What kind of jobs do you have? So I just work in an office in London, just doing admin stuff.
And I'm a graphic designer, a digital graphic designer.
So, Alan and Kelly have asked, when is your next Disney trip and where do you think you will be staying? Ooh. Well, I think for the answer to this one is I'm not sure when we're going to the date, but we do want to be there over Halloween time because we really want to see the villains and
meet all the villains,
all that jazz. And hotel wise, we're not too picky. We don't want to spend a fortune like we did last time, so it'll probably be a value or moderate, unless there's a deluxe unless there's a deluxe that's going really cheap.
Yeah,
I doubt.
Just like just a couple of weeks for free. That'd be great.
Why not? Come on, Disney, give it. The Disney Direction has asked, what is your favourite Disney movie? Sorry, you've answered that. So yeah, My Little Mermaid.
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. Sarah Froggatt, what tips do you have for vlogging? What camera would you say would be the best one? Thanks for your question, Sarah. And what tips do you have for vlogging? Like we mentioned, I think it's more just don't worry about it, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
No one cares in Disney. People just are minding their own business. And
one of my tips is be conscious of when you have to edit it.
Yes.
Like, I think when you're vlogging if you are just waffling.
Yeah.
Kind of. So it just if you know that there's nothing to vlog, don't vlog for the sake of vlogging. Only do it when there's good stuff to actually see. Because 9 times out of 10, when you watch a vlog, it's literally 20 minutes of someone's entire day.
Yeah.
So just be cautious of not waffling too much because people get bored.
And what camera would you say is best? Well, we use the Canon G7X, the first one, whatever that one is.
It's like this big. No, it's not.
The Canon G7X I think is probably one of the best because the screen obviously comes up and you can see yourself, so you know if you're in shot.
Yeah.
But you do need to get was something to put over the microphone, because the microphone is on top of the camera. So if you're holding out, your finger can sometimes cover the microphone.
Yeah.
Which is a bit annoying. But yeah.
We got some sort of little mohawk muffler.
Yeah.
It was from Amazon. It worked really well because it's, like you say, it's there, so you know not to cover it with your finger.
Yeah, and that's the one we use, and we're happy with it.
Yeah.
The focus is a little bit irritating, but it is a good camera.
And I cracked the screen when we were in Disney World.
Yeah.
And
then, if you got the offer to be a character in a Disney park, who would you be? And that question is from Little Moo Art. That is a good question. Oh, I have to think about this one. If I could be a character. Oh, I think... See, it's hard. See, there's two things that are coming to mind. One is how fun the character is, because I wouldn't want to be a princess because I would be useless at being like, all the time, being a bit,
She could be Anna.
bit of a pansy.
Anna.
But the only other problem for me is, my first thought was I could be Stitch because I can be a bit of a doofus. But standing in the middle of Main Street in that heat, in that costume would kill me.
Oh,
I'll be there, I'll see 5 people like, I've got to go in.
Sorry guys, Stitch has collapsed.
Yeah, so I'd have to maybe be in an air-conditioned place. Ooh. I couldn't be a face character, I would be an awful face character. Because I'd be like this.
I'm hungry.
Come to photograph like that. So I couldn't do that. I'd have to be inside a costume.
I reckon you'd be a good villain.
What, but I'd have to have my face out. I'd be a Jafar.
No, you could be a grumpy villain.
You'd be grumpy.
I reckon one of the sisters from Cinderella.
Oh, who please to be Caterina? I could be one of the sisters from Cinderella, because you don't have to be,
Exactly.
I'd be like, yeah.
They're funny when we had a picture, they were like that.
Yeah.
Posing.
I'll be good at that because I don't have to worry about my face.
I think I'd be a good Goofy.
Yeah. I would say Stitch for me because I just don't have to worry. I can just be a bit... That's my phone flying on the floor.
Either mine would be Woody, Buzz or Goofy, I think.
I'll be Jessie.
With no neck.
With no neck. That's a hard question, but I think we've kind of...
If I were given a character in Disney, I would be anything they would give me.
Yeah, true.
So I'd be in Disney.
So they are all the Instagram questions. I have one question from Twitter because...
Twitter's hard.
Twitter is a tricky one. If you'd like to follow us on Twitter, our links are down below.
Yeah.
Here they are. So that is from That Sounds Fun. I'm assuming this is from Sarah. Hi, Sarah. The questions Sarah's asking are your favourite bit of Disney merchandise you own and what you regret about not buying the most.
Go for it.
Favourite Disney merchandise, I would say either plush or the pins because I like collecting them.
Plush. Plushes all
Or
the way.
mugs.
Plushes, pins and mugs.
Anything glittery.
Anything Disney. Plushes for me were the most exciting thing about Disney. They were the thing I was looking forward to the most, and then we got there and we realised that every shop had the same plush.
Yeah.
I thought yeah. Yeah.
Right. Anything that I can collect basically is my favourite thing. Or anything that's glittery.
There we go.
And the thing we regret not buying, the first thing is the pin bag, because now my pins are just sort of floating around in a box. And that's kind of annoying, and I did say to myself I'm going to buy that pin bag, and I didn't. I don't know why. And the second thing is the dingle hopper from Little Mermaid, the hairbrush fork. Don't know, I picked it up, put it down, and never picked it up again.
I think mine from our trip was the Alice in Wonderland cups.
Yes.
The ones that we didn't get, annoyingly, because we were just so, naive in thinking that they'd be around.
And they went.
Sigh.
Yeah. So next time we go, we will keep our eyes out for those things.
Exactly.
We are going to answer questions from YouTube.
The U of the tube.
Tube of you.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
So the first question is from Liam Lambie, and it is, thank you very much for your comment, and the question he is asking is, could you list your top 5 attractions and / rides at Walt Disney World?
It poked me in the eye.
And could you list your favourite Disney parks in order from your favourite to your least favourite? So let's do part 1 of this question, which is your top 5 attractions / rides. Tower of Terror, Everest,
Splash Mountain.
Wishes, because we loved Wishes, and then I think Celebrate the Magic. What's it? That was called? Yeah, the festival. Parade even.
Yeah.
Celebrate the magic party up, entertainment now. We loved that one.
Yeah, that was good.
So yeah, I think they're probably our top 5. Although now I don't want to think about it anymore, we'll think of other things. But yeah, and any character meet and greet and lots of others. Okay,
And
quick.
Disney in general.
And then list your favourite Disney parks in order from your favourite to your least favourite. 4 parks. First one obviously is Magic Kingdom. Is our favourite.
For sure.
Ooh,
I think Animal Kingdom.
Second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hollywood Studios.
And then Epcot.
Yeah.
Yeah, people really like Epcot, and we just, I mean, maybe we didn't explore it properly, but we didn't.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people like it when it's like the flower.
Flower and Garden,
Yeah.
So that's probably it, yeah. So Magic Kingdom, Animal, Hollywood, and, whatchamacallit?
Yeah.
Epcot.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's just leave it there, Liam, because that's
You
too
open
tricky.
a can of worms.
And I'm sorry, Liam's got another couple of questions that I missed. Have you guys ever considered moving to Central Florida to buy an annual pass?
Always.
And also, any tips for high school? So, have you ever considered moving to Florida? We would love to move to Florida.
We did seriously think about it once upon a time in our lives.
It's something that we would do if our families weren't in England.
Which is true.
And so, yeah, we would like to move to Florida, but
It rains too much.
as opposed to England, which never rains. We would like to move to America in general, to be honest, but I think it's not an easy move. You obviously move over to America is a lot of paperwork and forms and green cards and all sorts.
Find jobs.
And I don't know how it would work. So, but we would like to, in an ideal world, we would like to move there, but I don't know if it's possible really, which is a shame. And we would love to have an annual pass, obviously, for Disney World, but
I'd like to
not
live
worth
right
it
next
now.
door. Just be like, just gonna pop over.
And tips for high school, for me, I would just say, just stay there, like you said.
Stay there and make sure you're studying what you enjoy.
Yeah, I don't want to get too into my beliefs on the school system, but I would just say do what you enjoy, but make sure you listen to your teachers. Don't be rude to teachers because it doesn't get you anywhere.
Exactly. You used to work in a school, you know that.
Yeah, just plough through. You're not going to be there forever, and just make the most of your time off you have.
Exactly.
Because you ain't getting that when you leave. From Paris Aitken, it says, since the amazing proposal, have you started planning your wedding, and do you think it will be Disney themed? Thank you very much. Yes, we have started planning our wedding.
We will be doing videos regarding planning. We just need to get stuff sorted out before we can even talk about planning.
It's a lot of organising.
We're planning to plan.
I really enjoy organising things, but when I'm organising my own big thing like this, I'm a bit overwhelmed. I can't get my head around it. And yes, there is a Disney theme. It's not going to be completely Disney. We don't want it to be sort of... We don't want it to be...
I need to return my Mickey Mouse costume.
We don't want it to be too over the top Disney because our family and friends don't really understand Disney. But there will be Disney themes in it, definitely. Juliana... Oh, you got a last name I can't say. Cherninsky. What are your occupations? Like we said, I work in an office and graphic
designer.
And then from Jack Lambie. How often do you go to Disney World? How many times have you ever gone to Disney World? And what was the first time you ever went to Disney World? How often do we go?
Once. When was the last time we went? Last time we went. Basically, all these 3 questions can be answered by we went last year for the first time.
Well, I went when I was 7 when I was with my parents.
I refuse to believe that.
Yeah, so pretty much last year was our first proper Disney holiday. I went when I was young with my parents, but it wasn't really very Disney. My parents just
Kind of a day trip, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a couple of days in Disney and that was it. We didn't do much else. And how often do you go? Well, we would like to go as often as possible, but unfortunately it's really expensive. Nerdycraft99, how did you two meet? At university. And then Disney Stitch Lover 213. We were wondering, what is the date of your wedding? And are you getting married in Walt Disney World, or are you just going to over there for your Disney moon? The date of our wedding, I'll just say, this time next year, we will be married. We have it's less than a year now until we're married, which is scary to think. I don't know why it's scary, but it is scary. And we get married in London because it's easier. We get all our family and friends here, and we would like to have a honeymoon, Disney moon in Disney.
Disney World, yeah.
We would like to, so yeah, we'll see how that works out. Hope that's answered your question. It's a bit vague. So Verity Mold is asking if we can recommend any vegetarian-friendly places off-site. We had a dining plan when we went, so we were pretty limited to Disney stuff.
Yeah, we didn't really go off-site.
No, what did we do? No, we didn't really do anything, sorry. We went to the Mall of Millennia and we obviously went to the food court and had Chipotle.
However, you are in America, so you're going to find so many vegan and vegetarian-friendly shops because Americans know how to do it.
I would recommend the app Happy Cow, which is a vegan/vegetarian app which will tell you where restaurants are. You put in like a postcode or where you are based, and it will tell you what's in your area. So obviously, if you're in a Disney,
hopefully it's a global app.
It's more American than it is English.
Okay, yeah, cool.
So Happy Cow is a good app to download, which I would recommend.
We've used it quite a few times.
Yeah,
it's good.
Sorry we've been so vague, but yeah, we're not very experienced in the off-site stuff. Two Hearts One Family have asked, how many Disney teddies in total do we have?
Well, we can't give you a specific number because we are decorating the house. Once the house is decorated, we are going to have a room with a wall of shelves for Disney things. However,
what we can say is that we in this house where we live, we have four boxes. 5 boxes full.
Big plastic boxes.
And then where Sean's parents live,
we have 2 big cardboard boxes.
And in my parents' house, we have, on top of the wardrobe, a big box full of them as well.
Yes.
So we have a lot. I'd say probably more than 100 now.
More than a Disney store.
Yeah. Beatrice Ratterman has asked, how are the wedding plans going? Are we going to see any wedding planning videos? Yes, we're going to wedding plan videos and they're going okay, thanks. It's a bit worrying, but yeah, it's a lot to organise and it's a lot to figure out.
Yeah, once we get the big things out of our head and fully booked, then we can focus on like table settings and all of that miniature things that you don't really think about, but we have to.
Lucy S has asked, did you enjoy Disney and will you go back again?
Nah.
Yes and yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, Natalie Cunliffe has asked a really, really hard question. If you were on death row, what would your final meal be? And also, what is your favourite show to binge watch? Let's do the easy question first. My favourite show to binge watch is Friends and anything on Netflix.
Mine's Scrubs and anything on Netflix.
Well, I won't say anything on Netflix, I mean anything serial killer, crime related, because I enjoy those sorts of things, because I'm slightly weird.
Yeah, true. And I've recently discovered Archer and Rick and Morty on Netflix, and they're the best.
And if we were on death row, what would our final meal be? This is so hard. I mean, realistically, I would say maybe something. I mean, I can't do it.
Come on. Think about meals. So
fish
breakfast.
and chips with mushy peas.
Breakfast, alright?
No, not for breakfast. Breakfast I don't care about. No, I can't do it.
Mine would be
a burger and chips, cheeseburger and chips and curry sauce, chips and what I said. Fish and chips with mushy peas.
Look what you've opened up. This is Caroline's just what she wants now.
A calf with chips, sausages, beans, crumpets and peanut butter.
I would like a cheese and apple sandwich.
Hot dog.
Cheese and apple sandwich with a bowl of Lucky Charms.
This is too hard.
And a roast dinner. And then a omelette with mushroom and cheese.
Jack potato, cheese and beans.
Then
fish fingers, mashed potato and
fish fingers.
Right.
And maybe a curry.
The answer to this question is literally we can't go on death row because I can't choose my final meal.
Yeah, I mean, can you connect meals on death row?
I don't think so. I think you have to choose one meal and that'd be that.
That'd be...
it's a disaster.
Do not commit crimes, because I would like my own
food.
Be
good, people. Jessica Flakemore, do you like to try foods from different countries? Yes! Obviously, it's a bit hard to get things from certain countries that are vegetarian. Rich and Tony have asked, what is your favourite ride at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure? And also, what is a Disney magazine subscription thing that you get? So that's easy to answer. The second part is a D23 subscription.
Yep, and Caroline bought me that for my birthday from the Disney website.
From the D23 website. It's a bit tricky because it is basically an American subscription. So to get it sent to England is expensive. It's not as cheap as it is in America.
I don't think it's worth much in England, because there are D23 expos all the time in America, which I think, being a gold member, you're getting invited to, but I can't go, so
yeah, it's
I get
a nice
magazines.
thing. You get a magazine 3 times a year, I think, or 4 times a year, and it is nice enough. It's a nice little gift to receive, but yeah, in hindsight, I think it's good, but I don't know if we would renew the subscription next year.
No.
What's your favourite ride at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure? Escape from Gringotts.
That's amazing.
Really good. And you know, I really liked. Well, what's the Hogwarts? What do we call it? Ride? What's that one?
The Hogwarts Castle.
The Hogwarts Castle. The Harry Potter rides are probably my favourite. I enjoy the dragon racing one.
Yeah, that's cool. Basically, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter has upped the games for all the rides in Universal.
I quite like the Spider-Man ride though.
Spider-Man ride's good, and the Hulk.
I like the Hulk, but the queue is too long.
Too long.
Okay, so a question from Acting My Life has asked, do you have a favourite Disney backstory novel or Disney fandom story? If so, why? I don't, but you may do.
I really like the Pixar, the one where it's all of the Pixar films are connected in a universe.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Boo does the whole circle thing. She ends up being the old woman in Brave. And there's also the idea of Tarzan, Ariel, and Elsa and Anna all being related.
Oh, I like the one that's what I quite like. It's not really the same thing. I like the Disney connected one. So like Rapunzel was at Anna and Kristoff's wedding and things like that.
Yeah.
I like that they combine everything. Thanks for the question though. You made us think. Amanda Short has asked. I picked up from your vlogs that you like dogs. That is correct. We got a Cocker Spaniel last year, whom we adore.
Oh, I love Cocker
Spaniels. My favourite. If you got a dog, what breed would you get and what would you call it? That's part one. We'll answer that question first. In an ideal world, I would love a Cocker Spaniel myself because Sean used to have a retriever when he was growing up. And I loved him. And the Cocker Spaniel for me is just basically a smaller version of a retriever. I don't know if that's true, but I believe that. And that would be my dream dog. I don't know what I would call it. I mean, I'm really into naming a dog a really English, older name, like Dave or Betty.
Eugene.
Something like that. I really like the sort of idea of just naming it like a typical like grandparent name.
Derek and Irene.
Just that. Just something I just really like the idea of just being like, Dave! If I were to get a dog tomorrow, I would like to adopt a dog, probably from another country. I know some people don't agree with that, but I don't care. I'd like to adopt a dog from another country because I think they are fascinating, the breeds you can get. I've looked online at dogs stray dogs in shelters from Spain, Greece and Romania. And these dogs, I mean, they look like a mixture between like, you look at the picture of the dog and it could be like a spaniel's face on a chihuahua's body or something ridiculous like that. It's just amazing what you can get.
A golden retriever with tiny legs.
So sweet. That's what I would just love to have a dog that's just a merge of so many different breeds.
My favourite dog would be a Dalmatian and I would call it Pongo. There we go, done.
The second part is if you had to choose one Disney restaurant to eat at for the rest of your life, where would you choose? Oh, I think I'd choose a 2-credit meal restaurant because they are a bit more fancy and a bit more variety, I think. Actually, a bit more variety. I'd probably go for the Cinderella's royal table just because you're in the middle of Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, and you're in the castle.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
Exactly. Marianne Fell has asked, what would you say are your top 5 tips for newbies and what did you find most surprising and different from your expectations? She is going on a solo trip to Disney.
Jealous.
I'm going to go on a solo trip without you.
I want to go on a solo trip.
Okay, top 5 tips. I would just say to check out our videos, which we'll link down below. We've got 2 videos, top 10 things to do at Disney and top 10 things not to do at Disney.
There we go.
So I'll link them down below just because it'll make things easier. Otherwise this video will be 400 hours long. And then the second part is, what did you find most surprising and different from your expectations at Disney? The heat. For me, I knew it was hot, but then when you get there, you think, oh, it's hot.
I think in my head, Disney was just solely surrounded by the castle. Everything was surrounded by the castle. But when you get there, you're like, how far? And what? And where? And when? And then you find out how it's been built and you go, it's genius.
And also, something that amazes me is that we would get an Uber from our hotel, the Contemporary, to various places off-site, and it would take about 10 minutes to get from our hotel to off Disney property by car. It's a massive site, and you don't realise that at all. You just think, it's just a quick stroll.
When you think Disney, you just think castle, park, outside.
Yeah, but it's not like that. It's massive. Bryony Cook has asked best Disney merchandise to buy. I would recommend watching a lot of Disney hauls to try and get your thoughts straight about what you would like. For us, it's obviously pins and plushes and mugs, but that's what we collect. So just double check what you like and want in your house. Christmas ornaments, I always recommend.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They're good to buy. One secret tip that people don't know about Disney World Florida, from Bryony Cook as well. Tip. Well, I guess something that might be, I think it is probably common knowledge, I guess, but something that we found out before we went is that if you do like chewing gum, we don't chew gum very often, but if you do chew gum, you cannot buy it in Orlando. Orlando? Yeah, you can't buy it in Orlando.
Really?
Yeah, because Disney don't allow it.
Did not know that.
So Disney have basically said you can't buy it.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't buy it in the airport and you can't buy it anywhere on Disney property. I'm sure you can buy it in... Oh, hold on. Maybe you can buy it in the supermarkets. You can't buy chewing gum in the airport or in Disney property anywhere because Walt Disney World do not want gum on the floor. So if you do want to chew gum in Disney, bring it yourself. You can have it, you just can't buy it.
And put it in a bit of paper and then put it in the bin.
Yeah, if you don't throw it on the floor like these hooligans do in London. From Lauren Bell, what is your absolute favourite Disney ride and what Hogwarts houses are you in? Favourite Disney ride for me is Tower of Terror.
Yeah, it's Tower of Terror.
Do love Tower of Terror. And what Hogwarts houses are you in?
I think I would be Gryffindor.
But are you actually Gryffindor?
I think I would be Gryffindor.
I'm really upset about this because I did
We're brave, the heart of dwell. Oh, I don't know what the saying is.
Because you're not Gryffindor. We did the test online and I am in pokey old Hufflepuff.
I am also in Hufflepuff.
Well, whatever. From Lucy S. What was the best park, Disney World or Universal Studios?
Disney World.
Disney World.
For sure.
Universal Studios is really good for more thrill-like rides, but it's not as well organised as Disney World. I think we might do a video on our comparisons in the future, but yeah, Disney World has a lot going for it that Universal doesn't, unfortunately.
Indeed.
Anthony Marzullo. How much and how hard was it to book Cinderella's Royal Table and be our guest? Because he is struggling.
I was the one that booked all of the food, wasn't I?
Yeah, so firstly to say we had the dining plans, we didn't have to pay for our bookings.
Yeah.
So I'm not too sure how much it would be to book them. It does say on the website, on the Disney World website, if you want to book them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you did the bookings and we did it 180 days in advance.
And I rang up, boom, on the day, in the morning, about 9 o'clock, because I was at work.
Yeah.
And it seemed to be alright. I think some of them were taken, but we got them, as in some of the time slots, not the actual, restaurants fully booked. Time slots we wanted, we had to move them around a bit, but we got everything we wanted. It didn't seem...
The tip I would say here is, I would always call up as opposed to doing it online, because if you phone up and you say I want this restaurant for this day at this time, they might say no, sorry, it's not available, but it is available on this time at this day.
Yeah.
And so you can just change your plans in accordance with your dining reservations. So yeah, I would phone them up and just be like, have you got anything available? And they can just tell you if there is anything.
Exactly.
Katie Lord has asked, what are your favourite quick service and table service restaurants in Disney World? Woo! Cosmic Rays in Magic Kingdom I really liked because you can build your own burger where you can add all the toppings yourself, which we really liked for quick service. And table service, Cinderella's Royal Table is good. But yeah, I guess atmosphere is good. The food isn't the best, but the atmosphere is amazing.
Yeah, the food, they need to sort of give you more variety for vegetarians anyway.
And another table service I'm sure there are. I like the Prime Time in Hollywood Studios is really good food as well, and a good atmosphere at the same time. Quick service, a lot of the food is very similar, I'll just say that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of just chips and something, or pizza. It's nothing amazing about that. Tyler Devine Scott. Me. Did you buy any second-hand Disney merchandise?
Indeed.
We did indeed.
Because it saves you money.
Yes.
And do you know what's the best about buying second-hand stuff? It's cool because no one else can buy it.
Yeah, what did we buy?
You bought the dungarees.
I bought dungarees. Yes, I bought dungarees from eBay, the Disney ones.
Exactly. We also we've bought plushes before that
Figment.
that aren't sold anymore.
We bought a vintage Figment online.
Yep.
Which came with the tag and everything. And I don't know, pins are second hand as well from eBay.
Yeah.
We do recommend it. Just be careful about what you're buying though, because you don't want to get fake stuff.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
Yeah.
But you can find some gems with the. I mean, it's Disney. It's always going to be good quality stuff.
Yeah.
And you just can't buy it, so you look like a cool kid.
Yeah, you're wearing vintage Disney. You're like, ooh, look at me. And you got your Disney shirt from that we wore for Cinderella's Royal Table.
Depop.
Depop, yeah.
Depop. Yeah.
Okay, Becca Louise has asked a few questions. Firstly, where in the world would you most like to travel, excluding Disney?
Excluding?
I would like to go somewhere in Asia somewhere. I'd like to go to like Bali, Vietnam.
I'd like to go to New Zealand, Australia, and hold all of the koala bears.
Yeah. Yeah, anywhere to be honest. I think we're quite up for going anywhere that is hot, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, you got Shanghai Disneyland, you got Tokyo Disney, you got.
So yeah, we're pretty open.
Yeah.
Give me a beach, and I'm good. Although I don't like beaches, it's a lie. Give me a pool. Who was your least favourite character to meet at Disney World, and why? Well, for me, I would say Merida.
Yeah.
Because she had, before we met her, she had just met a family with a little kid, and she was really, great with the little kids. And so when she met us, she was like, "Hi."
How's it going? Yeah.
And it was really wasn't. She didn't get bothered to.
I'll tell you, it's going to offend a lot of people, and I apologise for this. But Stitch, when we met him, was rubbish. We were in the queue and we were watching him muck around, and the character before he went and had a break was really, really fun.
I think children, cover your ears. There may have been 2 Stitches, should we say? And one Stitch was really, really enthusiastic and messing around and being Stitch, how Stitch should be. And then we had a Stitch who was really lazy.
But I forgive him because he was in the blistering heat of Florida.
Yeah. Becca's final question is, if you were to get a dog tomorrow, which breed would you pick? Like I said, I'd get a random stray dog, adopting one.
Pongo the Dalmatian.
Thank you for your questions, Becca. Hi.
Hi.
Jasmine Broomfield has asked, do you have any recommendations, things to do at Disneyland Paris and just going next year? Lucky you.
Lucky you.
Paris we went to once, and so we haven't got the best information, but I do recommend you must go on Space Mountain.
Yeah.
Because it is good fun. And also, a thing we didn't do, which is our biggest regret for Disneyland Paris, we didn't go to the studios.
No.
We were there for 3 days, and somehow we didn't even know the studios existed.
We were Disney novices.
We had no idea what we were doing. I don't know how we missed it.
I don't think YouTube existed properly for when we
didn't look at it properly. So yeah, we'll go to the studios, and the Ratatouille ride's meant to be amazing. I can't believe we missed it. Oh!
Sigh.
Yeah, so sorry, we haven't got many tips for that one because we haven't been to Paris recently. But just enjoy all the rides, and hopefully the weather is good for you, because we went, it rained non-stop. The final question is from Ashlyn from Pixie Dust Productions, and where were some of your favourite places to eat at Walt Disney World? Hoop-de-Doo Review is great. I loved Hoop-de-Doo Review. It's so much fun. Food is good, and the entertainment is fantastic.
Yep. Cinderella's Royal Table.
As we said, yeah.
Food is really nice.
I also really like the Wave in the Contemporary, which is just a normal dining. The Wave is just in the lobby at the Contemporary.
And like we said, any of the breakfast places, because the breakfast buffets are the bomb diggity.
I would recommend the Crystal Palace if you like Winnie the Pooh. And now our battery is flashing, so we better go quickly. Thank you for watching this rambly answers to your questions. Please do comment if you want to like it, and please do subscribe if you think that you would like to see more from us. And we are doing more Disney videos, of course. Please follow us on Instagram and Twitter. We're lonely over there. The links will be down below, and I'll try and put them on the screen.
And that's it, I think. So yeah.
Yeah.
Please do all what Caroline said.
Yes.
And
we shall see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.